welcome you once again. What? Testing. We're welcome once again to the Lighthouse Missionary Baptist Church, those who are tuning in via Facebook live streaming. We want to start our service off with an opening hymn in lieu of our praise and worship.
We praise thee, O God, for the Son of thy love, for Jesus who died and is now born above. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Revive us again. We praise thee, O God, for the Spirit of life, who has shown us our Savior and scattered our night. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Revive us again. All glory and praise to the Lamb that was slain, who has borne all our sins and has cleansed every stain. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Revive us again. Revive us again. Fill each heart with thy love. May each soul be rekindled with fire from above. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Revive us again. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, thine the glory. Revive us again. Amen. Amen. Amen.
I'll call worship. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And the song this time.
What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, safe and secure from all alarms. Lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how sweet to walk in this pilgrim way, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how bright the path grows from day to day, leaning on the everlasting arms. Lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, safe and secure from all along. Lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms. What have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so dear, leaning on the everlasting arms. Yes, lean on Jesus, leaning on Jesus, safe and secure from all along. Lean on Jesus, lean on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms. Amen. Thank you.
Our scripture lesson today is taken from the Old Testament. I invite you at this time to turn your word to Psalm 139, verses 13 through 15. Then we'll look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. Okay, that's the Psalms 139, verses 13 through 15. And Genesis in chapter 1, verse 27. Yeah, that's the 139 book of Psalms, verses 13 through 15, and Genesis chapter 1, and verse 27. Once you found our scripture lesson for this morning, and if you're able, we ask that you stand this time as we read from the Word of God. In Psalms 139, verses 13 through 15, we have the following words. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place. When I was woven together in the depths of the earth. And then Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. May God bless and edify to our hearts the reading of his holy word. You may be seated. We come to the time of our prayer and praise and exhortation. It's time that we here at Lighthouse, and those of you who are viewing for tuning in and go into your temples and prepare your hearts and mind that you may speak to God, that you may leave all your concerns on His throne of tender grace and mercy. Know that He does hear and answer prayer. Father, we praise you this morning. We come with thankful hearts this morning. Thank you, Father, for all that you've done this past week in our lives and in the lives of our family members, our children, all those that we hold dear. We thank you, Lord, for what you've done in our places of work, here in our communities, our city, state, and world at large. Things are not the way they ought to be. We're not sure, Father, when things will get back to the way they should be. But we leave all things on your throne of tender grace and mercy, Lord, knowing that when you move, regardless of what mankind may have decided in its own mind to do contrary to what you want, that your will prevail, that what you desire to have in the lives of your people will take place. We just thank you, Lord, for allowing us to sleep last night, getting some much needed rest. We thank you for waking us up again on this morning, clothing us in our right mind, and bringing us out, Lord, to this place that we might praise and lift up your holy and righteous name. We recognize, Father, that we have not been the best son and daughter of the Most High that we could have been.
Yes, yes.
That we surely have fallen short of the mark. That we could have done better and should have done better this past week, and how we dealt with people, how we responded, how we reacted to things all around us. We know, Lord, we might have said something, done something that may have offended someone else. We ask for your forgiveness right now, Lord. We ask, Lord, that you continue to mold us into what you have us to be. But we thank you, Lord, for your Son, Jesus, who gave it all on the cross, who paid the price that we could not pay. And because of what he's done, we're able to come before your presence. The curtain is no longer there. It's split from top to bottom. When it's all said and done on Calvary's cross. Be with us, Father. Those at home, on the job, who are tuning in to this service. Be with all of us here in my house. Bless every household represented on this day. Move, Father, as only you can. Provide, Lord, with each and every one of your servants standing in need of. Father, we just lift up all our families, our neighbors, our friends who we know stand in need. We leave our dear Sister McLean on the throne as she prepares for the test that she will be undergoing tomorrow, that all things will be done according to your will, Lord, and that the outcome will be what the doctors are expecting, that they'll be able to move Papa and Debbie's life in such a way, Lord, that they'll be able to address any and all issues that she may have. So we just lift her up right now, Father. We lift up those closest to us, Lord. Brother Sam out in Roxborough, who is still struggling with Parkinson's, Lord, and those of my family members who are dealing with knee issues. Those, Father, who are dealing with strokes. Father, those that were all kinds of illnesses, Father, that you knew before the foundations of the earth would come about. So we leave all things, Father, and even more, Lord, on your throne, asking, Father, that you would work it out as only you can. In the midst of this church and our staff, as we prepare for our upcoming Vacation Bible School next month, undergird us as we prepare to receive the kids of this community once again and share with them, Lord, from the Word of God. We leave Christina on your throne, Lord, as she prepares for the first of 2 dance programs, this with her company on the air on today, that everything would flow smoothly. There will be a fantastic show, and that the kids will truly perform the routines, Father, as they have been trained to do. That the parents will be proud, and Christina will be even prouder of their efforts on this day. So I urge each and every one of the girls, and young men who may be involved, as they prepare to overtake the stage, teachers, all those who have something to do or anything to do with the development from September even up to this present time, that your name will truly receive the praise, the honor, and the glory in all that these young people will do. Bless us, Father, as we move on throughout the service, as we continue to praise you, to lift up your name. We just ask, Father, that you will move in our lives and the lives of this church in a great and mighty way. And Father, that you will prepare us for this coming week. We don't know what lies in store for each and every one of us, but we know as long as you're walking by our side with our hand firmly in your hand, that all things will be all right. Bless us, Father. Strengthen and keep us. For in your name we pray. Amen. We come to a part of our service where we can give back unto God as He has blessed and prospered us. We say after all those people that you might give as God has blessed you, knowing that as that God is always in the blessing business. And His desire is for us to give back unto Him just a portion of what He has given unto us. All the members more blessed to give than to receive. We ask that you to come down as we get back unto Almighty God, and those who are tuning in. The link will be visible on your screens. And we ask that the Spirit is moving in your life, that you might give back unto God and be a blessing to my house. Thank our young ladies for ushering. Will you stand? All things come to thee, O Lord. All things come of thee, O Lord, and of thine own, as we hear of thee. Amen. Amen. that I ever praise. Ask me now for our songs of praise before the word for the day.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. No one to join me, still I will follow. No one to join me, still I will follow. Though no one join me, still I will follow. No turning back, no turning back. The world behind me, the cross before me. The world behind me, the cross before me. The world behind me, the cross before me. No turning back, no turning back.
We just want to hold your attention for a moment as we begin to examine Psalm 139 and the words of the Psalms, profound as they are, fearfully and wonderfully made. Just thinking about those words of that praise makes one's mind wonder. About the true meaning, fearfully and wonderfully made. So fearfully and wonderfully made speaks to the awesomeness that is the human anatomy. A truly amazing and complex creation that medical science is still trying to unravel and understand. And it would seem that the more we discover and learn about the human body, the more there is to learn.
Amen.
The human brain is one of the more complex organs in the human body that has stumped medical science over the years and continues to challenge it even today. Over the next several weeks, we will endeavor to unpack this message in order to understand what the psalmist is saying what it really means. This series will start with an introduction, and then focus the next 2 weeks on the meaning of our sermon theme and the psalmist's profound words. As we said in the introduction, the human body is a very complex creation. The human body is a unique design of multiple systems that all work intricately together. The cardiovascular system gives us energy to move.
Yes.
The muscle system gives us the ability to move, to lift and hold things. The digestive system processes food into energy and discards waste. The immune system keeps us healthy The hormonal system determines our gender. The eyes cause us to see. The nose allows us to smell. The tongue and mouth allows us to both taste and eat. The ears enable us to hear. And our skin enable us to feel textures. You see, we have the ability to encounter incredible diverse things in the world with an equally amazing diverse value. Then, as I said before, we are blessed with a brain we can think with, we can process things with, and create. It is said that the brain is the most complex and orderly arrangement of matter in the universe. That's a profound statement. Our emotions help us to relate to other people and to feel compassion. All the systems were uniquely designed to make all of us who we are. Fearfully and wonderfully made. The psalmist's discourse begins by talking about how God created his innermost being and knitted him together in his mother's womb. So you see, God created us, and because he did, he knows every fiber of our being. He knows our rising up and our lying down, our going out and our coming in.
Yes, Lord. Thank you.
Even sicknesses and illnesses we will deal with at some point in life, even before it afflicts our body. We are truly made wonderfully complex.
Yes, we are.
God knew us as he painstakingly designed us with loving care. We didn't just evolve into what we are. We were created and designed with a purpose. And even though the blueprints of our bodies are similar, they are not exactly the same. We are uniquely different. So each time we look at the profound words of the Psalms, we need to remember just how unique we truly are. God created us in his image, and because of that, there's a part of God in each and every one of us. But we are uniquely different. But we all are destined to do God's will. Our bodies are so much alike in its design, but ultimately different, making us who and what we are today. Fearfully and wonderfully made. It's such a powerful statement to the point that it becomes scary and should leave all of us in awe. Because how complex our bodies really are, and how we are just stretching the surface in our knowledge of this beautifully interwoven masterpiece of God that we uniquely refer to as the human anatomy. We need to thank God today for who he created us to be, that we might be used to his glory and to his honor. We invite you to tune in with us again the next 2 weeks as we continue to unpack this idea of being fearfully and wonderfully made. There's a whole lot to what the psalmist was saying. More than many of us could ever imagine or fathom in our own minds. It is a profound statement, the gravity of which may never be fully understood in our lifetimes. Even as we try to understand the human mind, the brain, in terms of the mental illnesses that are going on within our human race. We are in awe. And it should be a time when we are trying to find, lack of a better word, we should be weary of what we don't know about the human mind. Why we can't figure out why people do what they do. Sometimes they say that people are just evil. But other times it should be a thing where we're still trying to understand why people think the way they do. Why our mind is able to get crossed up at people do crazy things that they do. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. We should stand in awe of what God has created and in awe of what we still do not know. We'll see you again on next week and the following weeks as we unpack this idea of being fearfully and wonderfully made. Now, leave you with and you'll see it streaming on your across on your screen. Our thought for the week. The psalmist's words is profound. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. The thought for the week is simply this. What have you discovered about yourself? Physically, mentally, spiritually. What do you need to praise God for? Let the words of the psalmist sink deeply into your heart that you might be able to meditate on this coming week and really get understanding as we go along what fearfully and wonderfully made truly means for us. And as we close, we just want you to be aware that our Vacation Bible School is coming up in June 24th to June 28th. Here at Lighthouse at 212 West Ashley Street. Those who have children, we invite you to bring them, send them, and just get them here that we can share with them the Word of God as we attempt to power up for Jesus. God bless you.